You want to know something that's weird? I used to like children. Like, have you ever come across a stranger's kids and you're like, oh, so cute, what's up? Oh, let's play. You know? Because kids kind of bring out that inner child in you. So they just want to play. That's goal number one. That's it. They just want to play. So I used to like strangers' kids. When you meet a child that wants to play, you just say hi, whatever. I'm bringing that up because there's a nasty new reality. A very nasty new reality that it's socially unacceptable for you to even say hi to a stranger's kid. If you're not related, if you don't know the kid, it's very, very suspect in this new reality. Like, it's weird that I watch old movies, and you know how it is when usually they're all Caucasian, or the actors, even if they're playing a black role, it's still a Caucasian person playing that black role, or Mexican role, or Hispanic, whatever role, all Caucasian, because it's back in the day. And when I watch it, I see them, when they come across a little boy, they come, hey, little boy, oh, you want a popsicle? Oh, I got a popsicle in my pocket. And I look at him, I'm watching it now, like, oh, that's a creep. That's a creep. But it didn't used to be that way, though. It really didn't. It really didn't used to be that way. Because now I'm looking at him like, oh, that's a creep. So these days, I have to go above and beyond to avoid strangers' kids. Like, I'm walking around looking like, I don't see you. Nah, you're not talking to me. I don't see you. Nah, just to go above and beyond to say, nah, I'm not into kids at all. Even though it would be cool to say, hey, what's up? Or get the endorphins rolling. But if you do that to a stranger's kids these days, it's a no-go. You better not have a lollipop in your pocket, nigga. Welcome to the Midday Smoke Break. My name is Zero G Kennedy. This is Zero G Kennedy. This is Zero G Kennedy. Welcome back to the Midday Smoke Break. You already know what time it is, right? It's the Midday Smoke Break. I'm Zero G Kennedy. I'm sure you heard the intro. I did say it a few times. If you don't remember, Zero G Kennedy. And this is episode numero 55. I hope that's what it is. 55. That's episode number 55. We rolling out here. We're back. Let me adjust this real quick. So we're back with another episode. Oh, what? Let me get the menu ready. Back with another episode. Okay, what's on the menu today on this smoke break? Today's smoke break, on the menu today, it's a fresh one, and it's Tyson OG. That's Tyson OG. And it's indica. I've been doing nothing but indicas on this show lately, right? This whole time is indica. Obama OG, Mike Tyson OG, you know? We got the OGs out here. Zero G Kennedy, OG Kennedy, whichever one you prefer. We rolling out here. Let me fire this up. As you see, it's a fresh one this time around. I had to give you guys a fresh one today. Because I wasn't here last week, and I'll get to that in a second. Wow, the paper went out already. And it's still the Bob Marley hemp paper. Still. Put this out before I get too high. So I mentioned a little bit earlier about saying hi to strangers' kids. You know how kids want to play, and you want to say hi, but nah. In this day and age, it's a no. It's a big no. You're suspect if you do. You're very suspect if you do. So I brought all that up because I am going home to visit my family, family. And I get to see my nieces and nephews. I said nieces. Whatever. I get to see my nephews and play around with kids I actually can play with. The kids I can play with that's socially acceptable for me to play with my own blood. So I'm very happy. I'll feel younger when I go visit them, and I'll get to all this later on in the show. But for right now, I'm back on my Mac. The Mac is back on the Mac. And things are in order now. I can actually go through, what am I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, check that off. I talked about that already. Yeah, kids, people like kids. Yeah, pedophiles. Yeah. Back on my Mac attack. But it's still not really gonna set up all the soundboards and other effects. I'm still doing it in post right now because it's been a lot on my plate, and plus gaming and switching Mac back. Well, switching from Mac to PC, back to the Mac, back to the Mac, and so I still have some setup to do. So I'll deal with that a little later. But I just want to throw out an episode today. So what did I miss last week, huh? What happened while I was gone, huh? And you know why I didn't really warn you I was off, because you guys got to be a little more supportive, let somebody know, because it could go day to day. I cannot just feel like doing it, but if I'm obligated to do it, I will do it. And currently, I'm really not obligated to do this. So if I wake up and it's I'm not gonna do nothing today. But let's get back to this. What did I miss last week, huh? There's something that's gone viral that just happened, and I don't know if you're following or if you know about it. So I'm gonna bring you up to date. Eminem versus Nick Cannon. Wow. Eminem dissed Nick Cannon, and wait, first he dissed Mariah Carey, and then mentioned Nick Cannon's name on the same diss. And yeah, it was a diss to Nick Cannon, and he's been dissing Mariah Carey for years, many years. If you followed his discography, he's been dissing Mariah Carey. It's an ongoing beef that's just not dying. And as you know, Mariah Carey's ex-baby daddy is Nick Cannon. And Eminem dissed him on the track, on a track by Fat Joe's new album, Family Ties, I believe it's called. That new album, there's an Eminem song in there that he dissed Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. So, what did Nick Cannon do? He did a back-to-back of trash. That is right. I call it back-to-back because, the whole Meek Mill and Drake, that back-to-back now. It's the common term now, back-to-back. So Nick Cannon did a back-to-back of trash. It was... I didn't listen to both of them. I listened to one of them, and it's going viral, of course. And it's, I'm not going to play here. I'm not playing music here today because there's a lot I have to get to. So we're just going to roll. But wow. He featured the Black Squad. Now, let me get you up to date on Nick Cannon. He was a rapper, and now he's everywhere. He's a mogul. He's more of a mogul than a rapper. And he featured the Black Squad, which is on Wildin' Out, one of his most popular shows that's been on for about a decade now. And the Black Squad, they could do a battle, rap battle at the end, but it's more entertainment. It's not It's not, it's watered down for the masses. MTV. It's on MTV. Enough said. It's on MTV. I don't have to explain any more than that. It's on MTV. So on these battles, he has actual battle rappers that work for him, and they dumb it down. They get the check, but they're actually battle rappers that get paid to go in the ring and battle other battle rappers. And I'm talking real rap, not the watered down stuff on MTV. I mean, in the battle rap stage, they violate each other. I've spoken about this many times before. They violate your dead mother, your whatever it is, your son, your kids. Whatever it is, they violate. But not on MTV, though. So it was a back-to-back of trash, and it was a horrible look for the people that he had on there. Like, wow, these are actual battle rappers. Now, how? I'm trying to figure this out. How is Nick Cannon on a track with actual battle rappers on a diss track? Let me be specific. On a diss track, how is Nick Cannon the best rapper with other battle rappers on there? Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Like, Hitman, is that you? Was that you? I didn't even notice. Yo, is this on MTV too? What's going on? Like, how is Nick Cannon, he's not even a rapper anymore. He's a mogul. He started out as a rapper, but come on. He's a mogul now. How is he the best verse on a diss track than actual battle rappers that get paid to go in battle with other rappers, not on some raw shit? And this is diss. It's a diss track. It's supposed to be on some raw shit. Eminem was a battle rapper back in the day. You know, Mom Spaghetti? We all know. We all know Mom Spaghetti. Come on. So he got actual battle rappers to spit boo-boo. Boo-boo. Boo cakes. Basura. Like, what? It felt like a joke. And they were expecting Eminem to respond? Hell no. If Eminem responds, he automatically loses. Auto loss. If he doesn't respond, he wins. Like, with this basura these people just put out there? Are you kidding? Eminem's verse on Fat Joe's song kills both fucking both back-to-backs. Like, what? What? I couldn't believe it. I expected more from these like, Hitman Holla is one of my favorite battle rappers because I've rarely seen him ever lose. I've yet to see him lose in the battle rap arena. I've yet to see him lose. Now, I could be wrong. You could at me or send me battles that he's lost, but I've never seen him lose. And some battle rappers, they have off nights. Some of them have off nights, they mail in their verse. They mail in their rounds. You know how that go. But Hitman always comes with that fire. Not on a diss track. To the biggest one of the biggest rappers ever. Coming out with this? The whole world's gonna listen to this. It's one of the biggest. Eminem. Even country singers that don't care nothing about rap know who Eminem is. He's a mega starlight, whatever. It's Eminem. And you come out with this boo-boo? Clips? His name is Hitman. His name is Clips. Like, Clips. Coming out with this boo-boo? And I think one of the verses was like, Clips. He was like, oh, yeah, you still live in that trailer. We'll shoot up that trailer. Because, Eminem used to live in the RV or in the trailer or a mobile home. And when I heard that, I was like, I don't believe you, nigga. Cap. like as soon as he said that, I was like, I don't believe you. Is this a joke? I don't believe you, dog. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me move on, man. Let me move on, because that's big right now. People, they actually, Suge Knight even got on the track. I mean, through jail on the phone, and even Suge Knight's verse was better than the whole battle rap, the battle rap crew. And that's so much of a bad look, because a lot of people say battle rappers can't really translate into pop or go viral in other stages other than the battle rap stage. And this just says, yeah, you guys are right. Because there's only a handful of battle rappers that really made it out. Like Meek Mill, or he used to be Meek Mills. Took the S off when he got rich. But even now he's saying, oh no, I wasn't a battle rapper, I just wanted to rap. He just said it in a recent interview with Charlemagne that just happened like 2 to 3 days ago. So there was only a handful of battle rappers that really went pop. So Meek Mills with the S, Joe Budden, what's his name? Cassidy. I spoke about Cassidy here. Reed Dollars is coming back to battle rap, but he didn't really go pop. I mean, there's not that many, because it's kind of hard to transition. You could have the hardest verses. I mean, yeah, you could have the hardest verses, but to do a hook, the beats, there's a lot more to it than the verse to go mainstream. So so people always criticize and say they're great at rapping. Their verses, they could kill you, but when they go on the track, they can't really pop like that. And this attack was, it wasn't a good look. Not at all, dog. That was a bad look. Bad. But let me move on. Let's move on to more fuckeries. Another thing that's trending right now that you're probably not aware of, but it's black people's kryptonite. I talked about chicken before, but this is another kryptonite. And that's what the kids are doing. It's diamond testing. A diamond tester is a black person's kryptonite. Because when you pull it out, they run. They run like it's a gun. Like if you pull out a diamond tester to a nigga with some jewels on, he's gonna run. Like he just pulled out a pistol. So there's YouTube videos that are trending right now. I think Kellen P started it, where they bring out diamond tester in like at the mall or public events and just test people, and then people run because their shit is fake. It's boo-boo. But they have a lot of people that have real shit, but majority of them are just fake. So this just exposes these people that be capping. So that's a rabbit hole I've gone into for the last week or so, where they're just testing random people's jewelry, and it is flaming other YouTube creators. Other YouTube creators are actually doing the exact same thing. They're just going out to people and randomly just testing their jewelry. So that's what the kids are doing these days. So don't get caught. You out there with them boo-boo on, those glass on your neck or your ring, don't get caught. Because they even test like couples, like wedding rings. Their husband is looking at the sky like, Oh my God, it's funny when they get caught. So that's a trend that I've been falling in love with the last week or so. But it's a temporary thing, but it's crazy. So let's move on. What else did I miss this week? Peloton. Now, if you're not familiar, Peloton came out with a commercial where this girl, she's about 80 pounds, soaking wet. Her husband closed her eyes and surprised her with a Christmas present of a Peloton bike that usually costs around like maybe $6,000, $3,000. It's a subscription thing. So new I didn't really discuss this, but it's a new industry they're starting where you don't have to go to the gym. You could have the trainer in like a iPad. Just you join the team, and the trainers are really pushing you. So they should have showed that in the commercial, but no. This skinny girl got the gift. Oh, Peloton, yay! Then she rides it and records her journey and vlogs her journey for a year. Then shows. Then at the end of the year, she comes and they watch the journey with the husband, and she's like, "Thank you, blah blah blah." Peloton, go buy it. Now the whole internet went crazy because for one, she was like 80 pounds, 100 max. She was draping off her flannel nightgown, sleeping gown, nightgown, whatever it's called, the pajamas. She was like, the pajamas were just sagging off her, like, like what? You got her a Peloton? Her husband got her a Peloton, and she went through for a whole year. So the internet went crazy. The biggest bad press. The internet went flames on it because, body shaming is a big deal these days. And she's 80 pounds. So I'm wondering, how did it go? How did it go? I want to visualize how it went. Like, if this was actually real life. Like, the husband closes her eyes or comes home like, "Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. I see you're about 80 pounds right now, and you're almost flying away. The wind is almost taking you away. But you look like you could lose a couple more." So surprise, I got you a fucking bike so you could exercise every day. Because you look like you're 80 pounds. You could lose at least. If you're going to do this every day for a year, you're generally going to lose at least 30 to 40 pounds. So, hey, bitch, you're going to be a lot thinner. And you'll be so thin, if I turn you around to the side, I won't see you. What? That was terrible. It was a terrible. I wonder who let this go in Peloton's board meeting. It's like, yeah, let's go hire this skinny ass girl and make her, I mean, if they did a fat girl, then that would be a. And then it's going to have the machine gun and flame even more. But she was too skinny to be doing this, and that was the surprise gift. And I don't think they expected that. Well, nobody expected that. But people always say bad press is, there's no such thing as bad press. Like, bad press is good press, because this reached millions of people, a lot more than their ad would have bought. It went viral. Now, they always say there's no such thing as bad press, but Peloton lost $1 billion. They lost $1 billion. Because they just went public not too long ago. Maybe I should be alerting more business news, but fuck it. They went public just a little while ago, and they lost $1 billion with this whole fiasco. So there is such a thing as bad press. There is such a thing as being insensitive to your audience. Like, really? But this whole thing will fly over, though. It'll fly over. It's a viral moment. And that 80-pound girl, she's going out. She's speaking out now. She even did another commercial with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds, right? Yeah. His new tequila or his new gin. She did a commercial with his gin, which was kind of funny. And Ryan Reynolds is usually funny. So Deadpool guy, yeah, he's usually funny. So she's taking it in stride. She has nothing to lose, and she did another interview. So I'm not gonna sit here and name all the things she's done because she's 80 pounds and she rides a Peloton. But let's move on. Let's get a little more serious. They're about to impeach Donald Trump. Now, I've mentioned this before. I'm not going to go into too deep of detail because this is not a political podcast. This is usually lighthearted because, the midday smoke break. What are we doing? Midday? You already know. But they finally went ahead with the impeachment articles. And let me just highlight the articles real quick. I'm not going to go into a lot of it. I'm not going to go into in depth. But let me list exactly the 2 articles they're trying to get him on. So the number 1 is abuse of power. Yeah, abuse of power. And let me see where I'm reading. This is the New York Times. I'm scrolling down trying to figure out. I'm glad the people at the New York Times, they highlight their shit. So I'm not gonna go read all this. So hold on. I'm scrolling down. I thought I had. Well, as you can see, I didn't really get this shit ready. It's basically the Ukraine thing, the phone call. He's abusing his power. That's basically what it is. And yeah, the Ukraine phone call where he's trying to get Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Why did I just forget Joe Biden's name? That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. He's running for president, by the way. So because he called Ukraine and tried to get him to investigate Joe Biden's son, so they're saying he abused his power of the presidency because of the whole quid pro quo, all this other stuff. And you already know. I'm not going in depth. And number 2 is, where's number 2? I think I had number 2. Or do I have to click view more? Where's number 2? Oh, obstruction of Congress. And I'm guessing it's because he tried to strong arm other Congress from stepping up on the inquiry, from participating, or what's they when they summon you. As you can see, this is not a political podcast. But those are the 2 articles. Now, it's going to go into vote by the House, which is democratically led. So if it passes, you know how the bill and the whole system works. Then it has to go to the Senate. Now, if it passes there, then I believe your man is out of here. The Dem is expected to pass the House because it's democratically led. So the majority of them is Democrats, although one, I believe his name is Jeff Van Drew, New Jersey Democrat, that he's switching sides to the Republican side now because he opposes this whole thing. And now we'll see. This is something we should watch. 2020, is he going to leave? Because this is the only way. I've talked about this before. I've talked about it before. The only way any of these Democrats could beat Trump is through this impeachment. If they fail at this, he's gonna get reinstated. That's how I see it. Because the guys that they have lined up at the Democratic side right now, it doesn't look like they have enough ammo for Trump. It just doesn't seem like it, but I could be wrong. We'll see next year. We'll see. So it's looking like things are getting a little hairy. A little hairy because it's formal and they're going at him. Because whatever they're saying he did is a lot worse than what Bill Clinton did. Bill Clinton just lied. It's a lot worse, but we'll see. Because Trump he could weasel out of this shit. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. It's time for the award of the day.
Let's go. Mamma mia.
What award are we giving out today, huh? Do you know? Oh, it's a good one. Yes. It's a good one. It's the Golden Nugget Award. Comprende the Golden Nugget Award, bro? You know what the Golden Nugget is, right? It's that sticky. Icky. You're gonna need a grinder for that shit, bitch. And today's Golden Nugget Award goes to the Major League Baseball. Yes, Major League Baseball just took weed off their list of banned substances. So they're not testing for it anymore. And if you have it in your system, they don't care. Before or after games, they don't care. And where it is, NFL's lining up to be next. It's crazy. Because they finally realized it's not enhancing your your abilities. It's not PED, enhancement drugs. It doesn't enhance anything. It doesn't enhance shit. Although it does has healing properties that these athletes could use, hemp being one of them, but it doesn't enhance your abilities. Not like the PED drugs. Are you kidding? So the word is that NFL is gonna work next, because after MLB, NFL is saying, hey, if it works for them, it gotta work for us, right? So the golden nugget today goes to the MLB, Major League Baseball. So the end of the year is here. Did I say here? Here's here. Here? Is it here? The end of the year is here. But here's here though. But hey, the end of the year is here. So I want to take a moment to I'm not going to recap everything that's happened this year. Hey, Happy New Year. No, no. I want to go ahead and list all the states that are now recreationally, about 11 of them, recreationally legal cannabis, because this is still a cannabis show. Although I speak more about popular culture, it's still ingrained in, go back to the past, how this started. Okay, so first and foremost, shouts out to Michigan, because a few days ago they just opened it up. Now you can actually buy it there. It's legal in Michigan. Congrats. Congrats to Michigan. So let me list the states for you. So if you're in these states, congratulations. God loves you. I'm fucking around. So these are the states: Alaska, California, of course, the golden ones. You know where we at. Colorado, Maine, Michigan. Again, congrats. You guys just opened up a few days ago. Nevada, Oregon, Vermont, Washington, and Washington, D.C., although that's not a state, but, it's a place. So even Washington, D.C. got that up. So congrats to these states, and that's me just recapping these year's legal states. That's my version of recapping the whole year. The legal states as of this year are those states. And if you're in those states, God loves you. Okay. So let me talk about this episode. Now, this is going to be the last episode of the year. I don't usually give you a warning, like I said before, because you got to show some love, because you do listen to this every week. This will be the last episode of the year, because I'm going home. Last year, when I did this, when I went home for about 2 months or so, I also recorded. But this time, I'm only there for about 3 to 4 weeks, so I'm going to take a break because I've been doing too much. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to see the family. And the best thing of all, the best thing I'm looking forward to is breathing in that fresh air, that fresh oxygen. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to it. So, taking a break. This show will be back late January next year, 2020. So I hope you have a good the rest of the year. Happy Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy L'chaim, Kwanzaa, or what else? I don't know the rest. I'm sorry, I don't know the rest. But happy all that. And I do predict that 2020 will be a great year. Especially for me, it'll be a very good year. I know everybody says this every year. I'm going to be new. Next year will be the better year. 2020 will be a better year. But this time I have proof. You want to know how? Because I know for a certain, all my credit card delinquencies over the years, they're all going to fall off. They're going to fall off my credit report. So I even got sued by 2 of them debt collectors from back in the day a few years ago. I beat them motherfuckers, and now it's all gonna fall off. They keep sending me letters too if you pay today, we'll give you 40% off. What? or option number 2, you could pay us every month for 3 months. What? You motherfuckers. That's just gonna slide right off my credit report next year. So again, 2020 is gonna be a great year, right? If anything else, it's automatic. But enjoy the rest of your year. Happy New Year's, happy Christmas. Enjoy. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to the Midday Smoke Break. Again, my name is OG Kennedy, a.k.a. Zero G Kennedy on Twitter, a.k.a. Zero Gravity.
Don't worry about the future. We're in good hands.